Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the press, my wonderful Biafran family, lovers of freedom and lovers of Biafran mankind. I don't arrive again. My name never changed. I'm Andy Nezo from the platform of Okute Daily Talk. My dear, make on manage my voice. The one that see me this morning because I'm admin here my voice. I'm now, but I can't today. Whether I eat in the dream or I drink in the dream or I smoke in the dream, me, I cannot explain. But whichever way it is, my duty is still there, and I must surely complete it. Complete every task before me before this day runs down. So make on hear this Bonga news. Why can I come give on this morning? As a security agencies waiting for the country called Nigeria, Zoological Republic of Nigeria, that is being controlled by Fulanis, how they are shading bandits, Boko Harams, and other Ipobs agencies. That is why you see the situation keep on deteriorating every now and then. That they will tell you, oh, these people have this, have that. There's no any how you compare a common bandit, a street vagabond, to a well-trained military man, military personnel that go to war, conquer and come back with victories. So the Ipobs now have come out now to reveal all the whole secrets, how these people are shading bandits. Even from inside their own carcass, they will still go and give out informations like spies, terrorists, bandits, or issue up. All of them have spies in Nigerian military, because when you plan to go attack them, one person out there, even their head of department will go and tell them how to strategize and ambush the military. So now, all the whole thing will don't come out now. We don't come to do what? We don't come to expose all of them. Both Mokeke, Mokafu, Mokori, Mokonkwo, Ipobs have intel, and that is what we are about to do this morning. So anyway, we do, I beg, make it draw closer here, because this news of today is going to be fire for fire, whether you like it or not. Here the headlines and the other intriguing stories that we have for us this very morning. But let's start from here. Security agencies shading terrorists, bandits, Ipobs alleges. In another development, we have Deji Ajoyanju saying that BDP, that they are useless, that they are working with Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This one is international. And I still remember the former prime minister of Thailand, where his name be Takesin. The man go on exile for complete good 15 years. After this man come back for Thailand, though, after 15 years, he was being jailed. All this in a country where they work well, where we say, if you do anyhow, you see anyhow. Former Thailand prime minister jailed after returning from 15 years exile. He had been outside of the country for good 15 years. Running, incessant run. When even say whether they pursue him or we don't know the pursue him, this man have been running for the past 15 good years. At the end of the day, he came back. Nobody even care whether you do well or not do well, but you must surely serve your punishment for destroying the country's economy and turning the people against the government. That is exactly what this man did when he was the prime minister of Thailand. Anyway, my wonderful people, that is one of the news that we have here. We have another one here. It don't happen again. Make gonna remember this our petroleum prime minister. Petroleum minister, sorry. Under Jonathan, good luck. Where his name be designing Alex Namadeke. UK police don't share this woman. Now they have made her to run from this thing. Run from punishment where Nigerian government is supposed to give them. They leave them for UK. Since for the past 8 years, this woman is enjoying immunity, running up and down. If you tell him to come back to Nigeria, they will tell you no, she have breast cancer. That same UK now don't they probe her now for bribery, and money laundering. We're gonna hear them so that they go collect all those money where she keep there, our own money where she keep there. Now UK will siphon all of that money and use it to develop their economy. Why Nigeria will be clapping? Hey, UK is our colonial masters. How many money where UK don't return to Nigeria if not be US? US are finding a way to enter Nigeria. That is why you see up till tomorrow they are still returning stolen loot from Abacha. UK police charge ex-Nigerian minister Alex Madueke with bribery. Anyway, my wonderful people, viewers and subscribers, anyway we do, I beg you, run here because We have a lot for you to listen today, and it's gonna be fire for fire. But before then, remember, subscribe, like, comment, and oga pata of them all. Share this message. Use your two hands. Message here. Everybody need to get to know about what is happening. How the Nigerian government is shedding terrorists and prescribing a peaceful organization will be Ipob. But all the terrorists, it takes them years for them to prescribe them as terrorists. Nigeria, on our way down. Anyway, my wonderful people, let us hear the news in details. The indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, has accused security agencies of shedding terrorists and bandits, killing innocent civilians in the north, while going after innocent and peaceful agitators in the southeast. The pro-Biafra group said there had been conspiratory silence by the Nigerian military over the recent persistent deadly terrorist attacks against innocent civilians in the northern part of the country, including Taraba, Plateau, and the southern Kaduna. Ipobs spokesman Emma Powerful stated this in a statement on Friday, noting that the heinous attacks in the north had been devoid of the ethnojingoist venom that usually accompanies any act of insecurity in the southeast by the Nigerian military. The statement read, recently, terrorists from the northern Nigeria have led siege to Niger State, Zamfara State, and the Plateau State, killing and maiming soldiers, downing Air Force helicopter, and abducting countless number of terrified citizens. Curiously, and rather unfortunate, there has remained a partial to total media blackout of these brutal terrorist attacks by the northern elements on their communities because of the reluctance of those in power not to cast those responsible in bad light. You get the point now, eh? One wonders how the DSS, Nigerian military, Air Force, and police are not able to discover the hideout of these northern terrorists and bandits, but claim they are discovering and bombing non-existent Ipob ESN camps in the rainforest of Biafra land. One will wonder, at least, you made a very good point here. And that is where we need to ponder this very morning. Yes, now, it's very easy. Oh, anything, if they find even common ordinary petitive, anywhere they see them now, oh, we have neutralized Ipob. We have discovered their hideout in the forest, in Delta, in Useluku, in Okbela, and the rest of them. But bandits, no, they don't discover their hideout. No, they can never discover their hideout. What for? Simply because the power that be are the ones sponsoring these criminals. Security agencies in Nigeria living large on appropriated billions of dollars in the name of fighting insecurity as scam artists. They should stop chasing shadows in the southeast, claiming they are looking for Ipob and ESN operatives. Had Nigeria Air Force jets come down in the southeast during an alleged operation against ESN, all news outlets and pundits would have condemned every Igbo man alive by now. Yes, not true now. Federal government and its security agencies are experts in dishing out fake informations against the peaceful Ipob as a cover to unleash shameless soldiers to maim, intimidate, and molest unarmed civilians in the southeast. That is exactly the point we are trying to make here. Things are not being handled the way it's supposed to be. PDPs are useless. Working with Tinubu, according to Deji Ajayanju, the People's Democratic Party (PDP) has been accused of working with Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Deji Ajayanju, a social political activist, made a remark while faulting the PDP for permitting Nyesom Wike to become Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Following his appointment, Wike said the PDP acting national chairman permitted him to join Tinubu's government. However, Adeyanju said the current PDP National Working Committee should be sacked. Tweeting, Adeyanju described the PDP as a useless opposition political party. According to Adeyanju, PDP is too useless. They are now working with the Tinubu's government. This new working committee must go. According to Nyesom Wike, the current acting national chairman gave him permission to join Tinubu's government, and PDP governors sent lists of people from their state to Tinubu to appoint as board members. What a shame. PDP is too useless. God, all the NWC, the clueless chairman should be sacked immediately. The guys are actually in bed with Tinubu. Can you imagine the revelations by Wike about them? And a simple truth, if na lie Wike talk, make them come out to debunk it alive. Former Thailand Prime Minister jailed after returning from 15 years in exile. Former Thailand Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra has been sentenced to 8 years in prison after returning to the country after 15 years in exile. He arrived on Tuesday morning in a private jet ahead of the forthcoming election to elect a new next Thai leader. Upon his return, he was then sentenced to 8 years on former criminal convictions he claims were politically motivated. BBC reports that Mr. Thaksin, Thailand's most successful and elected leader, has long been feared by conservative royalists who have backed military coups and continuous court cases to weaken him. But now, the brash, politically ambitious telecoms tycoon is back. Years after he was deposed by a military coup, he landed in Bangkok's main airport to cheers from the hundreds of loyal supporters who had gathered overnight to see him, flanked by his 2 daughters and son. He emerged briefly from the airport terminal and paid his respects to a portrait of the king and queen. The 74-year-old was immediately taken to the Supreme Court, where he was sentenced to 8 years on 3 former convictions and then to Bangkok remand prison. Country that works, country that want to develop, country that see things the way they are. Prison authorities there say he will be kept in a wing with a specific medical equipment. Given his advanced age, he will also immediately undergo a 10-day quarantine, the first 5 days of which he will be confined to his room, authorities said. It has been speculated that Thaksin will seek a royal pardon, and the prison authorities on Tuesday said he will be able to submit a petition from jail immediately. The process can take 1 to 2 months before it can be granted. In another development, UK police charged ex-Nigerian Minister Alison Madueke with bribery. Former Nigerian Minister of Petroleum Dizzani Alison Madueke has been charged with bribery of offences by the UK National Crime Agency (NCA). According to the information posted on the agency's website, Alison Madueke alleged to have accepted bribes in return for awarding multi-million-pound oil and gas contracts. Is due to appear at Westminster Magistrate Court on October 2nd. We suspect Dizzani Alison Madueke abused her power in Nigeria and accepted financial rewards for awarding multi-million-pound contracts. Andy Kelly, head of the National Crime Agency International Corruption Unit, said these charges are a milestone in what has been a thorough and complex international investigations. Alison Madueke was a key figure in the administration of former President Goodluck Jonathan's administration. The 63-year-old, who once acted as a president of the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, served as Nigerian Petroleum Minister from 2010 down to 2015. Under 5 good years or 4 years, this woman nearly tear Nigeria apart. He nearly sold Nigeria finish. He nearly sell everything that is sellable in Nigerian hair. But I wonder, so now UK have shaded her for a very long time, Since departing office 2015, now 2023 is 8 years apart. Now they want to do what? They want to eat from that thing. They are shading from Nigerian government not to prosecute her, because Nigerian government need to recover some money that have been deposited or that have been looted out to that UK. They shaded him. They only confiscate the ones that she have in Nigeria. The ones that she have abroad, nobody dare lay their hand on it. Even as I'm talking to you now, she have filed a case against the EFCC. Now, why should they confiscate her property? Look at what is happening in Thailand. Over 15 years, somebody had been in exile. They didn't pardon him. Taxi Notina Ouattara immediately arrived after 15 good years. They charged him directly to Supreme Court and straight to prison. And tomorrow you tell me, oh, Nigeria will walk. Walk when? When everybody must have gone to their 6 feet. Anyway, my wonderful people, make on this one to step down. I'm coming back again with another blockbuster. Please like this message, subscribe, comment, make sure you share it. Nigerian government are the ones sponsoring the insecurity that been happening in the country. Quote me wrong at the comment section and I will prove you right. Have a nice day. Until I come your way again. Bye for now. Kenesiano.